So Germany in this tournament haven't necessarily been the Germany of old, if you like. They've been playing in a 3-4-3 formation as well. Lots of people speculating whether or not that means England are going to match up against them. What's the way to get at Germany, do you think?
To be honest, I don't really know. I think Germany are a very good team. They're very good on the ball, and same as not obviously they're not as good as what they used to be, but I feel like they're a very different team. I feel like they're good in different ways compared to what they were before. So people are saying that they're not as good, but I believe they're probably around about the same level of quality and the way that they play. Some of the players that they've got, they are unbelievable. I think the way that we have to break them down is just to work hard as a team. Obviously, we've done well by not conceding a goal, so if we can keep that up, then who knows how far we can go.
Yeah, they always find a way, don't they, Germany? They're a
Yeah.
bit wily.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ilkay Gundogan from the Premier League, but him and Toni Kroos in midfield, it's going to be a bit of a battle. Are they players you admire? What do you take from their game?
Yeah, I think from when I played Gundogan in the Premier League, he had a really good season, obviously, and when I played him, to be honest, it's hard to say because when you see him on TV, you see how good he is, but then when you experience it, stood next to him, you can't believe that he's as good as what he is, and he's one of the midfielders that obviously I look to and look at their performances and how well they're doing in a big side, and it's the same with Toni Kroos as well. His range of passing, and he's been playing at Real Madrid for some amount of years now, so I know they're very, very good players.
Yeah, certainly are. I don't want to go on about Euro 96 because I tell you what, you're going to get this for the next week. You do know that.
Yeah.
But Gareth Southgate's penalty miss gets talked about all the time, and it's going to be a running narrative, obviously, throughout this week. Have you watched that? And since you drew Germany, has he talked to you about that experience, talked to the group about it?
Yeah, I think it was one of the first meetings. I think it was the first meeting we got there when we was in Middlesbrough at Rockcliffe, and he showed us obviously, what we wanted to do this camp and how we wanted to progress in the tournament, and he mentioned that, more or less every team that's won it, they've had to go through a stage in the tournament where they've had to go to penalties, and he showed all the all clips of him taking penalties and other teams before that, and then us in the World Cup as well. And obviously he jokes about it now, says that obviously he missed a penalty and stuff like that, but he's a manager that takes pride in obviously doing the penalty shootout. He obviously knows that it's something that's massive in certain tournaments, and this one especially, and obviously he spoke about it quite a lot, but it's nice to obviously hear the experiences he's been through, and hopefully we can try and, if we do go to penalties, try and do one better.
Would you take one? You haven't taken that many in your career, have you?
No, I think I've only taken 3 or 4. But yeah, I'm always up for taking one. I don't mind getting on the score sheet as well, so it's just happy to try and get a goal.
Where were you when you watched the Colombia penalty shootout?
I was at home in my living room with my friends. It was the atmosphere obviously at my house, and obviously around the city. It was crazy. I can remember it now, and for us to do so well in obviously a penalty shootout was massive for us, and because we've not done well in recent years, so yeah, it's good.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
No,
Fingers crossed. I wonder whether you felt as if the occasion perhaps got to some of you against Scotland, and whether as a group you've kind of spoken about the occasion against Germany getting to you.
We spoke about Scotland. Obviously the occasion was big, not just for us but for Scotland as well, and we knew that Scotland were always going to come out fighting. We knew that that game was going to be a tough game as well, and we didn't necessarily play well, but the main thing is that we didn't get beat, so we weren't happy that we drew the game, but we was happy not to get beat. So I think we spoke about it, and kind of just obviously mentioned the occasion and not letting it get too big for us, and but it happens in tournaments, and I think for this England team, for us, just a matter of staying calm and just trying to produce quality performances on the field, and obviously we're speaking about Germany now. It's going to be a big game, we all know that, and it's just try to keep a calm mood around the place, and yeah, just obviously work towards looking forward to it.
2 quick final questions for you, because I know you've got to go.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish was very complimentary about you when he came in the talkSPORT tent the other
Was
day.
he?
He was.
Was he?
He's also asked you to do him a favour and speak to the Leeds fans to stop giving him some grief. I know that much. You've had him as an opposition player for such a long time, the Championship, and now in the Premier League. What's he like to play with now as a teammate? What's he like to defend against as well?
To play with is, is obviously. He's a dream teammate to play with because he just gets you out of so many situations when you're under pressure. The quality he's got, on the ball is scary for him, and I think obviously when we play against him, it's very tough. Duel between me and him. I can remember the last time we didn't play against each other this season, just gone. The last time we played each other was in the Championship, and we were speaking about it the other day, and he was saying after like half an hour we were just running around that much that we were just knackered after half an hour. So to play against is obviously very difficult. He's a quality player, and when he starts dribbling at you, it's very hard to stop him, and I'm just glad that I'm playing with him in this tournament.
Brilliant. Just finally, we're asking everybody, if England win the Euros, Darren Bent has said he's going to dye his hair blonde, a la Phil Foden. Declan Rice said he's have his first beer, so did Jadon Sancho. Kyle Walker and Luke Shaw, bizarrely, have said that it's up to talkSPORT what they do, which I think is very dangerous. What first thing would you do if England win the Euros?
You know what, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I've seen everybody saying that they're going to dye their hair and stuff like that, but I don't think I want to do that, to be honest. I don't want to have a full blonde wig, so I don't know, yeah. Probably have to just leave it up to talkSPORT to...
Dangerous, Kalvin.
Because I can't think of anything.
Very dangerous.
As long as it's not cutting my hair off, I don't mind.
If I can promise that, I will do. It would be fun to see your hair blonde. That would be great. Phil Foden says you've all promised to do that anyway, so I think you're already signed in for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alan.